In a world cluttered with information, where truth is power, Lawin Weekly News stands apart.
We delve deeper, uncover facts, and bring stories to light. From political showdowns and economic triumphs to the pulse of the street and the heart of the community.
We capture the moments that define us, stories that challenge, inspire, and transform.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
These are Lawin headlines for this week. Texas AG sues group shipping abortion drugs to multiple cities. Houston's 2026 Cinco de Mayo parade called off due to ice issues. Less than 50% of San Antonio children prepared for kindergarten, report says. Duterte says, "I could die in prison," as defense rests its case. Singapore opens doors to 30,000 new citizens yearly for next 5 years. FAATX celebrates 42nd year, welcomes new officers in Houston. Cristiano Ronaldo acquires part of Saudi-owned Spanish club.
Good day, I am Neska, and tonight we bring you the latest stories in the United States of America, especially the state of Texas. So sit back, relax, and Lawin Weekly News be your guide to the news that matters most. Ken Paxton has filed a lawsuit against Aid Access BV, Dutch physician Dr. Rebecca Gompertz, and California physician Dr. Remy Koitox over the alleged operation of an international abortion by mail service that authorities say ships abortion-inducing drugs into Texas in violation of state law. According to the complaint, Aid Access advertises online that it provides abortion services in all 50 states, including Texas, and ships medication to cities such as Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, and El Paso. The organization reportedly claims to have facilitated more than 200,000 abortions nationwide since 2018. The Attorney General's office also cited a 2025 case in Nueces County where a man was accused of using abortion-inducing drugs obtained from an out-of-state provider to poison his girlfriend, resulting in the death of their unborn child. The filing follows a similar lawsuit Paxton brought in January 2026 against a Delaware-based nurse practitioner over comparable allegations. The state is seeking a temporary injunction to block Aid Access and the physicians from distributing abortion medication to Texans or practicing in Texas without proper licensure. The Texas Education Agency received final approval Wednesday for roughly 4,200 corrections and updates to its Bluebonnet Learning elementary and secondary curriculum. In a 9-6 vote, the Texas State Board of Education signed off on the revisions after postponing action in January to review copyright concerns, formatting issues, and typographical errors. Board members questioned whether the volume of changes points to a need to revisit the state's instructional materials review process. Agency officials said a cost analysis will follow the board's decision. A spokesperson clarified that not all 4,200 revisions were corrections, explaining that some updates reflect improvements based on teacher feedback. Each change required individual board approval, contributing to the total. Bluebonnet, approved in November 2024, drew national attention for references to the Bible and Christianity in its reading and language arts content. The agency maintains those references make up only part of the curriculum. About 1 in 4 Texas districts, serving roughly 400,000 students, use at least part of the materials. Districts that adopt the curriculum receive a $60 per student incentive. The state-appointed Board of Managers for Houston Independent School District voted unanimously Thursday night to close 12 schools at the end of the 2025 to 2026 school year, prompting emotional responses from parents, students, and community members. Nearly 80 speakers addressed the board, many opposing the closures. Some incidents escalated, including a parent being physically removed by HISD police, leading the board to briefly recess to calm the crowd. State-appointed Superintendent Mike Miles recommended the closures due to aging infrastructure and declining enrollment. District officials had previously paused closure plans in December. The move aims to consolidate students into newer or renovated campuses following a $4.4 billion bond proposal rejected by voters in 2024. Miles stressed that closures are based in facility conditions, not academics, with renovations costing up to $40 million and new construction nearly double. Parents voiced frustration, arguing older schools should be upgraded rather than closed. A local council of the League of United Latin American Citizens announced Friday that it has canceled this year's Cinco de Mayo parade in downtown Houston, citing growing concerns over activity by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. In a social media statement, LULAC District 8 said the parade committee and district leadership voted to cancel the 2026 event out of an abundance of caution. The annual parade had been scheduled for the morning of May 4th. Organizers stressed that the cancellation applies only to this year's event and expressed hope the parade will return in 2027, under conditions that allow the community to gather freely, safely, and without fear. LULAC leaders acknowledged the disappointment this decision may cause for participants, sponsors, schools, and community partners, calling it a difficult but necessary step given the current circumstances.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Journey to self-discovery and mastery. Be bold, why not? Season 6 with MJ Concepcion every Monday 8 p.m. CST. Don't miss out.
Where every conversation is welcome at the table. This is Pink Table Talk with Dr. Carly D. Every Wednesday 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Rice, spice, and everything nice. Welcome to the Philippine food scene with Adobo Queen, Nancy Reyes Lumen of Commissary Kitchen. Every Thursday 8 p.m. CST, Friday 9 a.m. Philippine time.
The Austin City Council on Thursday unanimously approved an ordinance requiring a recurring audit of city operations to boost transparency and monitor taxpayer funds. The measure establishes a city-wide comprehensive efficiency assessment, directing the city auditor's office to hire outside experts to review management structures, contracting practices, and departmental operations for potential cost savings and service improvements. Mayor Kirk Watson described the ordinance as a back-to-basics approach combined with modernization efforts aimed at maintaining public trust. The audit must begin within 12 months with findings and recommendations published online. Supporters say recurring reviews strengthen accountability by linking service evaluations directly to taxpayer dollars. City officials maintain that the audits are expected to uncover savings and guide future budget planning. The Dallas City Council has approved a Fair Park funding and development agreement with Fair Park First to design, fundraise, and build a new community park at Fair Park, a major step in revitalizing the historic South Dallas area. Kimberly Bizarre Tolbert said the park will transform underused space into a vibrant destination for families, seniors, and children, fostering community connections while honoring Fair Park's historic neighborhoods. Under the agreement, Fair Park First will raise construction funds and complete the park's design within 6 months and begin construction within 90 days of permit approval, aiming to finish the project within 24 months. The organization will oversee design, permitting the construction, while the city remains or retains ownership of all improvements. The plan also mandates ongoing transparency, including city audit rights and quarterly and annual financial briefings. The Park and Recreation Department Director will review and approve all design and construction documents to ensure compliance with city standards. Children at Risk, the Baker Institute for Public Policy and the Family Service Association of San Antonio released a 2026 report examining child mental health, nutrition, and kindergarten readiness in Bexar County, where more than 500,000 residents are under 18. Nonprofit leaders and public health experts met at a family service location on the west side to discuss findings and the growing demand for services as the county's child population rises. The report finds that 21.1% of Bexar County children experience food insecurity and roughly 80,000 are uninsured. The county's child obesity rate was 15% in 2022, compared with 14% statewide and 12% nationally. It also highlights a student to counselor ratio of 425 to 1 in local schools, exceeding the recommended 250 to 1, and notes that only 49% of children are kindergarten ready. Researchers point to barriers such as limited neighborhood access, transportation challenges, and difficulty navigating assistance systems. Recommendations include creating centralized service hubs and expanding mental health resources and improving coordination among nonprofits, government agencies, and private partners. Apple Incorporated plans to shift part of its Mac Mini production to a facility in Houston, Texas, expanding its US-based manufacturing operations. Sabi Khan said production will begin later this year at a Foxconn facility in North Houston. While some assembly will move stateside, Mac Mini production will continue in Asia with a new line aimed at serving domestic demand. Apple previously assembled the Mac Pro in Texas, though the program later scaled back. Khan said the company is more confident in long-term demand for the Mac Mini, which is positioned at a lower price point than the Mac Pro. The Houston site will also include an advanced manufacturing training center, opening later this year to train students and supplier employees in Apple's production processes. The move follows Apple's earlier pledge to invest $600 billion in the United States for over 4 years and comes amid changing U.S. trade policies and tariff rules affecting global supply chains.
Join us for a captivating new series where Lawin sits down with the trailblazers of the music and entertainment world. Discover the stories behind the faces and voices that shape our culture and community.
We will bring you exclusive interviews with industry legends and rising stars. Behind the scenes insights and get a peek into the creative processes and personal journeys. Artists and performers and their upcoming shows and events.
Stay tuned for more updates and sneak peeks. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our channel.
At least 10 FBI employees who worked at the federal investigation into President Donald Trump's handling of classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate were fired, according to multiple sources familiar with the matter. The dismissed staff included agents, analysts, and support personnel who assisted former special counsel Jack Smith in examining government documents recovered from Trump's Florida property, assessing potential violations of laws governing the preservation and handling of classified materials. Internal notices circulated within the Bureau confirmed the departures, but authorities have not disclosed reasons for the dismissals or the specific roles of those affected. Sources said the firings involved personnel working on particular segments of the investigation, though not all employees linked to Trump-related probes were impacted. The FBI and the U.S. Department of Justice have not commented publicly on the firings or whether they could affect ongoing or related cases. Lead defense counsel Nicholas Kaufman urged the International Criminal Court not to confirm charges against former President Rodrigo Duterte, arguing that the prosecution manipulated evidence while portraying Duterte as a frail, resigned 80-year-old. Kaufman told the pre-trial chamber that the prosecution selectively released evidence to shape public perception and limit the defense's ability to address substantive issues in open court, preventing the public from seeing weaknesses in the case. The lawyer described Duterte as detached from the proceedings, noting that the former president repeatedly questioned how the prosecution claimed he committed crimes and instructed his legal team to act on his behalf, acknowledging he no longer remembers much of the case. Kaufman also shared Duterte's reflections on his legacy, saying he believed he served the people faithfully and accepted the possibility of dying in prison, responding warmly to mentions of his family and tributes from supporters. In his closing statement, Kaufman urged judges to rely on evidence and common sense and allow Duterte to return to the Philippines to spend his remaining years in Davao. The pre-trial chamber is expected to decide within 60 days whether to confirm the charges and proceed to trial. Deputy Prime Minister Gan Kim-yong announced on February 26th that Singapore plans to welcome 25,000 to 30,000 new citizens annually over the next 5 years to address declining birth rates and an aging population. Speaking during a debate on the Prime Minister's office budget, DPM Gan noted that the city-state's total fertility rate fell to a record low of 0.87 in 2025. Without intervention, the citizen population could begin shrinking by the early 2040s, with just 44 children and 19 grandchildren per 100 residents. He stressed the need for carefully managed immigration to supplement low birth rates while maintaining a stable citizen core and avoiding pressure on housing, transport, and other public infrastructure. Singapore also expects roughly 40,000 new permanent residents each year over the same period. In 2025, citizen population growth was 0.7%, with 1 in 5 citizens aged 65 or older, up from 1 in 8 in 2015. DPM Gan emphasized supporting Singaporeans in marriage and parenthood while using selective immigration to address long-term demographic challenges. He highlighted skilled foreign workers' role in filling labor gaps in creating jobs for citizens, noting the government may adjust the ethnic composition of new arrivals to maintain social balance, sustainable growth, and adequate infrastructure. The Philippine American Chamber of Commerce of Texas marked a major milestone as it honored its founders and long-standing members during the PACCTX Membership Milestone Recognition event held simultaneously across 5 regions in Texas. The statewide initiative celebrated the visionary leaders whose dedication laid the foundation for what is now a thriving and growing Filipino-American business community across the state. Organizers said the event not only paid tribute to the Chamber's pioneers, but also recognized members who have remained committed to its mission through the years. Leaders highlighted the continued growth and strength of PACCTX, emphasizing unity, collaboration, and progress as the organization moves forward. The celebration was broadcast live through Lawin Media Network, allowing members and supporters from different parts of Texas to take part in the recognition. PACCTX officials said the simultaneous gathering reflected the Chamber's shared vision across all regions, honoring its legacy while building a stronger future for Filipino American entrepreneurs and professionals statewide. Consul Von Ryan Pangui attended the 42nd anniversary celebration and officer induction of the Filipino American Accountants of Texas, or FAATX, on Feb 21st. At the Philippine Community Center on West Belfort, speaking on behalf of Consul General Gunther Salas, Pangui praised the organization's past leadership, including immediate past President Randy Datu, for guiding the organization since its founding in 1984. He also congratulated incoming President George Verar and expressed confidence that the new officers will continue advancing the organizations as both a Filipino community organization and a professional association addressing trends such as the growing use of artificial intelligence in accounting. The ceremony concluded with Pangui formally inducting the new organization's officers. Members, leaders of Filipino community groups, and guests from across Texas attended the event.
Filing taxes, dealing with tax debt, or facing IRS actions is stressful, but you don't have to go it alone. Call 832-674-0829 or visit www.taxresolutionesq.com.
For divorce and family law in Texas, Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC will guide you every step of the way.
From initial consultation to detailed review of your case and strategic planning.
We'll sit with you during negotiations or mediations, and represent you in court.
Whether it is a family law, estate planning, or immigration, we will be there to guide through the final steps.
So, leave your legal matters behind you and embrace your future.
You can contact Liggett Dizon Law Firm PC at 346-5454-346 or visit dizonlawfirm.com.
Cristiano Ronaldo has purchased a 25% stake in Spanish Second Division Club Almeria, a consulting firm representing the football star confirmed Thursday. The club is owned by Saudi businessman Mohammed Al-Khareji, who became president in summer 2025. Ronaldo, 41, who joined Saudi club Al Nassr in late 2022, acquired the stake through his CR7 sports investment subsidiary. He said he had long wanted to contribute to football beyond playing and viewed Almeria as a club with strong foundations and clear growth potential. Al-Khareji welcomed Ronaldo's involvement, emphasizing the player's knowledge of Spanish football and the potential benefits of the club both on the pitch and at the academy level. Financial terms of the deal were not disclosed. Almeria is currently third in Spain's second division, having last competed in the first division in the 2023-24 season. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao have agreed to a rematch of their 2015 bout, with a fight scheduled for September 19 in Las Vegas, the boxers announced Monday. The rematch will stream on Netflix and take place at Sphere, marking the first boxing event at the venue. The fighters have not announced a weight class or the number of rounds. Mayweather, who turns 49 on Tuesday, said last week that he would end his 9-year retirement from competitive boxing. Pacquiao, 47, returned from a 4-year retirement last year and is scheduled to face Ruslan Provodnikov on April 18. Mayweather defeated Pacquiao by decision in May 2015 in Las Vegas. A fight promoter said set pay-per-view revenue records. Mayweather stated that he already beaten Pacquiao once and expected the same result in the rematch. Pacquiao added that fans had waited long enough and deserved the rematch. Mayweather retired in 2017 after defeating Conor McGregor to improve his record to 50-0. Pacquiao recently fought Mario Barrios to a majority draw in a bid to become the oldest welterweight champion. Neve Campbell will reprise her role as Sidney Prescott in Scream 7, which franchise creator Kevin Williamson will direct, marking his first time helming an installment in the horror series he created. Campbell confirmed her return in an interview with Inquirer Entertainment and said she had requested that Williamson direct the film. She expressed excitement upon learning about the story and the direction her character, noting that the film brings back classic set pieces and characters from the original movie. In Scream 7, Sidney begins in a stable phase of her life after surviving previous attacks. Campbell also said the character has built a family and found peace, but faces new threats as the story unfolds. Courtney Cox also returns as Gale Weathers, sharing more scenes with Campbell, and Campbell noted that their character's dynamic continues to develop in this installment. Filipina actress Bella Padilla revealed that close friend Kim Chiu once invited her to undergo an egg freezing procedure together, although she ultimately did not pursue it for medical reasons. Padilla shared this during her Feb 25th guesting on Fast Talk with Boy Abunda. After host Boy Abunda asked if she would consider freezing her eggs, following reports in 2025 that Chu had taken that step. She said Chu had asked her a few years ago if they could do it together, as they are the same age, but she was unable to proceed due to medical reasons. Despite not expecting or participating, Padilla expressed full support for Chu's decision, noted that she was happy her friend took this step in her life if it was what Chu truly wanted. Padilla also addressed rumors, clarifying that she does not have a boyfriend following her 2025 split from Norman Bay, although she acknowledged that someone special has been making her smile. As we brace ourselves for the upcoming weather changes, let's dive into what you can expect day by day. Whether you're planning outdoor activities or just preparing for the week, we've got you covered with the most accurate forecast. Stay tuned with us as we take a closer look at the weather patterns that will impact our region. Remember, here at Lawin Weekly News, we bring you the clearest skies to the stormiest forecasts.
Here is your Lawin Weekly News weather forecast in Houston, Texas. On March 1st, Sunday, the highest temperature is around 76 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 56 degrees Fahrenheit. Expect sunny and mild conditions throughout the afternoon. On March 2nd, Monday, the high reaches 78 degrees Fahrenheit and the low drops to 58 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Sunny and pleasant all day. On March 3rd, Tuesday, the highest temperature is about 80 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunny with increasing warmth. On March 4th, Wednesday, the temperature peaks near 82 degrees Fahrenheit and dips to 61 degrees Fahrenheit overnight. Mostly sunny and warm. On March 5th, Thursday, the high is around 81 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 62 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunny with a slight chance of afternoon showers. On March 6, Friday, the temperature reaches 79 degrees Fahrenheit and falls to 60 degrees Fahrenheit at night. Partly cloudy with isolated rain or storm chances. On March 7, Saturday, the highest temperature is near 77 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms possible in the afternoon.
So those were the latest stories in Texas this week. I am Nesca Santina from Lawin Media Network. Have a great day.
Lawin Weekly News.
Tune in live Sundays 8 a.m. Central Standard Time and Sundays 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Lawin Weekly News.